Graham Platner is speaking live at the Bernie rally. Let's tune into it and let's see what he has to say.
Much of the world that we have today is the specific result of policy choices made by establishment politicians. And the shameful truth of all of this is the blame cannot simply be left at the feet of one political party. We have two parties that want the votes of working people, but neither has done anything lately to earn it.
Yeah, his criticisms of the Democrats' feckless attitude has been getting a lot of play on Twitter and annoying people apparently,
Support
which I say good.
Must be earned. And that will never happen as long as Democrats are part of the same corporate apparatus that the Republicans are. Now, Susan Collins' charade is wearing thin. This is the easiest applause lines in these speeches. No one cares that you pretend to be remorseful as you sell out to lobbyists.
Better not say anything positive about Platner or bad Impedan's going to get very angry.
No one cares when
Man,
you sell out to corporations, and no one cares
shut
when
the
you sell out
up, even in jest,
who are
okay?
all
Don't even
engineering
joke
the
about that
greatest
shit. I don't give a
distribution
what he
of
has to
wealth
say.
from the working class to
suck
the
my
ruling
dick.
class in American history. Symbolic opposition does not reopen hospitals. Weak condemnations do not bring back Roe v. Wade.
You're really showing a guy on stream that did 5 Iraq tours? Do you not give a fuck about Arab lives after all you've done? Yes, I don't. I don't. That's what it is. That must be it. Yeah. You got me. Mevlevi Maoist.
A performative politics that enables the destruction of our way of life is disqualifying for the role of United States Senator.
The benefit out of viewers are already here pre-mad. I don't know how you do this with so many idiots. I've been doing this my whole career. Who gives a shit? This doesn't mean, look, I'm looking
Maine
at what he's saying.
deserves
I understand that many of us have been burned before.
And Maine deserves an alternative.
There's no
who
reason
is
to
not at
immediately
risk
fucking
of being
assume that this is
mistaken
another
as being
Fetterman clone.
beholden
It
to
can be the
same
case,
status quo that she is.
but I'm not going to immediately slap aside.
I am running because it is time for change.
This dude has literally one single tweet about Palestine.
Because
bro.
I believe
He just
in a
started
better
running for
democracy
Congress.
and in a better system. And I believe that a politics that is willing to sell anyone out is a politics that will eventually sell.
Bro. I'm sorry. We can't. I'm not doing this whole thing with like leftists who just genuinely come in here and they go, look, man, I'm mentally ill, and you need to abide by my standards right now. You need to abide by my standards. Like, I'm the most mentally ill person you've ever encountered. I am a truly repulsive individual to every single person around me. To every single person around me. It is unimaginable how much I make people. I revile people. People are they shudder in disgust. They throw up when they're around me. And you have to be just like me in your analysis. My mental illness and my insanity is what makes me the greatest leftist of all time. It is a weapon. Get a job. Shut the fuck up. Calm down. I didn't say that his 5 tours, even his 5 tours is not even the major issue here, even though that is an issue. The actual issue is the fact that he also worked with private contractors. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. On the opposite side, it's like seemingly there is a movement for more populist left-wing candidates that are running, and I will always put a leftist ass in a seat if I can. Mental illness is not a moral wrong. What the fuck? Man, shut the fuck up. You know that's not what I'm talking about. It's not. But when you present your own schizophrenic hallucinations as though it's like the most morally consistent political position, it sets a setback for us, for all of us. Shut up, please.
Our taxpayer dollars can build schools and hospitals in America, not bombs to destroy them in Gaza. We can take back the wealth that belongs to us, that has been stolen by corrupt politicians and the corporations that bought them. We can use government to usher in a golden age for unions and workers, not double down on gig work and union busting for the benefit of Wall Street and CEOs. And we can have an economy and a government that works for the 99% and not just for the 1%.
Every campaign ad speaks on the genocide. I spoke to him in person. He spoke of it. I talked to the finance director for an hour. We talked about it. They're goated. I met him in person. He spoke on it at an event near where I live. He speaks about how he realizes he was conned, that people were killed because of capitalist demands and suffers as a disabled veteran as a result.
One that looks out for the most vulnerable, for children,
that's what
and
I've
for the
seen as well.
elderly.
Again,
where we lift each other up, whether we are trying to start businesses or go to college or buying a home. Where we empower workers to fight for fair pay and safe conditions, and where we reap the profits of our hard work.
He loves killing Iraqis, by the way. Yeah, that's his
And
platform.
these are legacies
If you notice, he's running on a platform of wanting to kill more Iraqi children. Have you guys noticed that? That's what he keeps saying over and over again. Dude, you need to shut the fuck up. I always say this. Some of y'all just need to shut the fuck up. You're getting in your own way, okay?
A 5-day work week.
If you're for real, no, I'm being sarcastic. I'm making fun of the dipshits in the chat. Entryism is not the way. He does entryism. That is a dead end. You're right. Why is Graham Platner running for Senate instead of just sitting around in my Twitch chat talking about how everyone is actually bad and wrong? I think we're banning all mentions of bad empanada going forward, by the way. We're banning mods. We should ban all mentions of bad empanada, and we should purge the community of all the bad empanada enjoyers. No, it's done. I don't give a shit, okay? I don't care. Go watch him then, okay? He has sound critique and sound analysis. Go watch him, please. Why? Because his loyalists are so unimaginably annoying, and it's really annoying. Not even because it's like, oh, he's saying something truthful and that's actually undermining, my liberal perspective or anything. It's annoying because it reminds me of how much of a failure I am and how much of a failure he is, because it shows me that people only listen to whatever figure that they have parasocially invested themselves into, rather than, going on their own journey of learning and developing their own opinions. It's just another version of what the I get mad about with respect to people who love molestiny. Obviously, with Bad Empanada, we are aligned on the ultimate goals, I think. But it's so dumb and childish to come in here and be like, wow, he said this. I don't care. He is an irrelevant figure. He's even more irrelevant than I am. You guys have propped us up, myself and Bad Empanada and whoever the you watch and listen to, as though we are these these beacons, these political revolutionaries or whatever. It's not the case. It's not the case at all. We're cooked. We have no semblance of organizing. We have nothing. We just don't have anything. We don't have anything in this country. The best you can expect from a robust left movement in this country is to marginally improve the working conditions, the marginally improve the living conditions of the working class in this nation, while also simultaneously urging American foreign policy to change its trajectory so it gets out of the way. And a lot of you guys don't understand that. A lot of you guys just don't necessarily care about electoralism, and that's fine. I understand why some people would not choose to participate, but if you're not going to participate in it, then don't shit fling from the sidelines. There are valid concerns to have here, 100%. But if you're shutting yourself off from even analyzing the situation, interpreting it on your own because you listen to an Argentinian dude or you listen to an Australian dude living in Argentina and his assessment of it, and just you're repeating the talking points in here, then you're not engaging in any sort of real critique. That's number one. Number two, once again, when I look at these sorts of developments, I look at it from the frame of what the broader American, what the broader government and their attitude is on these sorts of issues. This person is above and beyond aligned with, at least the way he's communicated himself so far. This person is far above and beyond the expectations of like a Pete Buttigieg or whatever the establishment's trying to present as the best path forward. The way I look at it is like, you could take issue with Zoran, you could take issue with Graham Platner and their campaigns, but would America be in a better situation overall if we had 100 Graham Platners as opposed to not having any? And if the answer is yes, you move on with that assessment in mind. I'm not demanding you idolize him, but I can't even open up the conversation without a bunch of people chirping at me. It's ridiculous. We're not going to play that game here. If you think that this implies that I'm betraying this revolutionary sentiment or something, then sure. I already said you can't be pro-Israel and garner support at this stage. And it's obvious that not only is he tackling the issue of Democrats' inability to put hurdles in front of the accelerated fascist administration, he's also openly communicating that what Israel is doing with our support is a genocide. So he absolutely passes that. He absolutely passes that bare minimum standard. These are my metrics. You might have different ones, and that's okay. But the thing I won't allow you to do is come in here and just chirp because you watched a YouTuber and you're just trying to relitigate his anger in here because it makes me feel like you don't have any stake in this at all. And for you, praxis or political action and political engagement is simply yelling in a Twitch chat. And that's morally repugnant. It's disgusting. Go build the vanguard on your own, on the countryside.
Tell you a story, if I might, which I think epitomizes kind of where we are. I'm on the Veterans Committee, and I take very seriously the need to make sure that our veterans get all of the health care and the other benefits that they are entitled to.
Wait, why is Bernie not saying all veterans should be driven to suicide for their crimes against humanity? That's so... Man, you know he's fake. You know? That's crazy. That's the expectation some of y'all have, like unironically, when you come in here and you chirp. Still dragging it? Yeah, I'm dragging it. I'm dragging it. And I'm going to drag these nuts across your fucking face.
So if you're paying 50% for housing of your income, what the hell do you have left to spend on? You have nothing, right? So you got a housing system broken, educational system being really attacked right now, healthcare system broken. And everybody knows the importance of good quality food to stay healthy, right? Anyone go to the grocery store lately or try to buy decent quality food and see the price? To do two things at this difficult moment in American history. Number one is we got to take on Trump every day of the week. In every way we can. And it's not just taking them on economic issues. We got to end the absurd foreign policy that we have right now, which is spending billions of dollars to starve children in Gaza. And one of the reasons that I want Graham Platner in the Senate with me is he will stand with me. No more money for the Israeli war machine that is destroying the people of Palestine.
Dude.
And let me
it's
just
so funny.
remind
Chatter's
all of
like
you
listening to Bernie Sanders
the
for the
truth of
first
the
time,
matter
not from
is
like
that
the
in the
perspective
richest
of a
country on earth, and at a
15-second
time
clip. Shocked
when
that
I
he's
got a
saying
lot
this.
of
He hasn't
concerns
stopped
about
saying
AI
this since
and robotics.
2016. Okay,
And today,
it's not a
people
change in
are
discourse
struggling.
from
There are
Bernie.
countries
You
in the
guys
world
are
where people
wrong.
trying to survive on $1 a
He
day.
just doesn't
Kids
call it
are
a
dying
genocide,
from
which is
easily
still a
preventable
failure in
diseases
my
throughout history.
opinion.
Let me give you, very often I get criticized, like every day. And people say, oh, Bernie is a radical, he's out of the mainstream and all that stuff. I want you to understand, please understand that everything we are talking about are supported by a majority of the American people. These are not radical ideas.
Bernie bros live in the past, old messaging and warns reach a new audience. I think you're wrong about that. And the only reason why I say that is because like his platform has grown tremendously, especially when he's basically seen as like a figurehead for a new way that the Democrats could actually fight back. It's evidenced by the crowd sizes that you can point to, even in this fighting the oligarchy tour thing that he's been doing. His crowds have grown larger and larger. And there are many people around him. There are many people in this crowd that are far more radical in a lot of positions than Bernie Sanders himself. It's the same thing that I said initially with the fighting the oligarchy tour as well. The saddest part about it is, of course, that, the expectation is all on the expectation all lies in the hands of a, 800-year-old man.
Powerless. What they're saying is they have all the money, they have all of the power, you got nothing. And they can do anything they want, and you can't stop them. Well, I think we've got some news for them. Not only can we stop them, not only will we stop them, but for the future of this country and, in fact, the world, we must stop them. Today on Labor Day, when we thank the unions for all they have done for the working class of this country, we understand and remember what a union is. A union is the understanding that one person cannot do it alone, that we all have got to come together to fight with and for each other. And what the union movement is about is solidarity forever. Thank you all.
Oh, this room has the good white people energy. Props to Maine. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Why does Bernie not say genocide? He's so close. Anyways, to saying it was stopping him. I already told you, because he is a liberal Zionist. He's 800 years old, and he has a totally distorted opinion on Israel. For the longest time, myself and many others included thought that because he was pushing the needle so much in a national platform in a way that like was unheard of in contemporary politics as it pertains to Israel, demanding that we shut off weapons transfers to Israel all the way back in like 2016, we thought he had far more radical opinions about Israel and Zionism in general. That is just not the case. But the thing that Bernie at least doesn't do, to his credit, is he steps out of the way for those who do see the truth, right? He doesn't sit in opposition, and I'll take it.